Right, so we are looking at finding the gradient of the radius. This is the first step. So m means the gradient is equal to the change in y's over the change in x. In other words, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Now notice that y2 and x2 is our coordinate. This will be this coordinate here, 6 semicolon 8. So notice that the 8 is on top because y is the second number. So we're going to put 8 on top, 6 at the bottom. So substitute this in brackets, 8 and 6. Subtract 0 and 0. So this is the point 0. So for us to get the gradient of r, we will have to use this point and we'll have to use that point to get the gradient of r, which is the radius. So substituting here, we get 8 over 6. 8 over 6 is equal to 4 over 3. It's as simple as this, as taking this number over that number and simplifying it, and you can just look at it and get the answer. But do note, you will have to put it into the formula, right? Once we have 4 over 3, this means we now worked out m1, which is the gradient of the radius. Substituting the gradient of the radius, 4 over 3, notice that it's positive because it's going from quadrant 1 to quadrant 3. And then times m2, which means that must be the gradient of the tangent, equals minus 1. So remember, when lines are perpendicular, m1 times m2 equals minus 1. This is a grade 9 concept, grade 10 functions, linear function. So now, doing some maths, you will find that m2 is equal to minus 4 over 3. This is a mistake. It should be minus 3 over 4. Okay, so our method is to swap the sign. So notice this was a plus, it now becomes minus, and you must swap the fraction. So notice it will be 3 over 4 the answer. Do note I made a mistake here. It will be 3 over 4. Right, now we said that that was m1. We said that that is the gradient of m1. We are saying that that's the formula to find m2, and that is now m2, which is negative 3 over 4. Right, so now we have the tangent of negative 3 over 4. Right, so step 2 is that part of finding the gradient. Right, step 3 is to use the standard form, y is equal to mx plus c. So substituting negative 3 over 4, which is the gradient of m2, substitute it there because you are finding the equation of the tangent. So negative 3 over 4. Then we have y and x, where we will substitute the same points again. Y is 8 and x is 6 plus c. Doing some maths, multiplying on our calculator, minus 3 over 4 times 6, we will get minus 18 over 4 plus c. Taking minus 18 over 4 to the left hand side, we add those two numbers up on our calculator, we get 50 over 4 is equal to c. Step 4, we now write the final equation. Y is equal to mx plus c is our standard form. We do have the m of the gradient, we will write that in, right, plus the c that you just calculated above, which is 50 over 4. And now we have the final answer, which is the equation of the tangent. So it's very systematical to find this. So you have to follow that system and you will get the answer. Alright, and it's simple like that. Okay, all the best.